Welcome back, fellow milk drinkers, to not a Monday milk review, but a bit of a special announcement. Unfortunately today I just do not have the time to review a flavoured milk. I was planning on starting the oat series, but something that I had planned just didn't really pan out, and I'm just deciding to put that one on hold until I can properly dedicate the time I want to it. However, don't you be clicking off, because I have some really cool things that I wanted to say and show. Like, trust me, it's actually pretty cool. You guys know I wouldn't skip a week without very good reason to, and I have some stuff which has its own merit in content that I needed to show you. The first thing that I needed to say is that the first 4 of the 5 prizes in the Nippies competition were just sent out today. The people who have already claimed those prizes, I'm going to be emailing you the tracking number, and that'll be to your house in a couple of days, I hope. Probably by the end of this week. Some of the more observant viewers would have noticed that I said 4 of the 5 have been claimed. There is one prize which is not been claimed yet, and funnily enough, it's the grand prize. I wanted these prizes to go to my regular viewers, and if you're not going to keep up with my videos, I'm going to give this to the runners-up who are. So to that viewer, if you don't respond by Wednesday, I'm going to be passing this on to the runners-up. With there being 2 runners-up, I'm thinking that maybe I should split one of these hats to those 2 runners-up, or perhaps one of them is going to get both. On Wednesday, I'm going to do a poll on my Instagram story, and you can vote on whether or not I should give both of these to each one of the runners-up, or if one runner-up is going to get both. If you're a regular, there's a high chance that it could be you getting one of these prizes. I recognize both the names as people who I've interacted with before, and the main bit of news that I wanted to tell everyone is that I've got an opportunity to expand into a little bit more of a different field for myself. A lot of people know that I would review things which just aren't milk related on my Instagram stories sometimes, and I've been approached by a company that wanted me to review some soda for them. So we're going to reveal those right now. If you aren't following my Instagram story, you would have already seen these. So you should be following my Instagram account so you get all of these hot little bits of gossip before they arrive. But to those who aren't, I wanted them the opportunity to see them. And also I wanted to ask you, should I start expanding into other foods? So snacks, sodas, foods from other countries, just weird things that I find interesting. Would you prefer that I try and attempt to keep the Monday milk review weekly, and I'll try and do these other supplementary videos when I can? Or every week I might rotate into a different topic. That would help supplement and fill the gaps when there isn't really any new milks to talk about, as I'm currently at a point where the market, all that's left is stuff that's been around for a little while, and it's not as interesting to me, and I assume not as interesting to you, the viewer. So why don't you leave a comment down below? Would you rather that I focus on milk and then do supplementary videos, or would you prefer random videos in rotation and I'll just be talking about what I like? I'll still, of course, always prioritize milk because that is, weirdly enough, my passion. I've been thinking about expanding a little bit and catering to more audiences, as I've often been requested to do other stuff. But with that all aside, let's have a look at the drinks that are going to be coming up in the future. First up, it's an American soda called Faygo. This one is delicious cotton candy Faygo. Look at that bright blue. It's honestly amazing. It's such a beautiful color. Like, it's a real kind of cyan teal kind of, I don't even know the words to describe it. It's a really bright blue. I love the coloration of it. And just like this one, the second American soda that I've been gifted is another Faygo, which is also blue. It is a Faygo Moon Mist, which I hear is a Mountain Dew collab. This apparently even has caffeine in it. I might have heard like 24 grams or something like that, which sounds like quite a lot to me. I'm not even too sure what this is going to taste like, but again, a really, really nice blue. And then we have 2 Japanese sodas. The very first one is a Fanta White Peach. It comes in a metal canister. Can you hear? Yeah, it's super interesting to look at. I have tried drinks out of metal canisters like this before, so it's not really new to me, but it's certainly something very weird to the Australian market, especially with a bottle top. You wouldn't think aluminum and a bottle top. Usually you have just your cans with the pull tab or whatever it's called. And the very last Japanese soda has a color scheme which I constantly talk about loving, and that's because it's got accents of gold. It's a Fanta Premier Grape with apparently 13% real grape juice in it. Look at that. Cloudy purple with the gold accent in the label and the lid. It's such a beautiful looking bottle. A really weird drink that I've never seen in Australia before. I love that it's cloudy. That's so different, and you can assume that's the sediment from the real grape. I can't wait to try this one. All of these drinks were gifted to me by Candy Castle AU. It's a company that's starting up that specializes in importing and distributing foreign goods. All of these are coming up in the near future, and if you can't tell, I am really passionately excited about them. I can't wait to give them a look. I'm very impressed by their range so far. Do any of these stand out to you? Why don't you leave a comment down below detailing which one of these excites you the most? I think it's gotta be the grape for me, but honestly, these two blue are super attractive. I just love that color blue. But then I like peach too, so I don't know. All of them look really cool. These are just 4 of my standouts that I picked, and there is so many more drinks to look at. Thank you once again to Candy Castle AU for these gifts, and I honestly cannot wait to get in and try them. But that about wraps us up for this announcement video. I haven't really done something like this before, but I had so much to say and just not enough time to do a review that I had to choose one or the other. I hope you don't mind me taking up your time just to share what's going on, because I just really wanted to tell everyone. If you are looking forward to these future videos, why don't you drop a like and maybe even consider subscribing so you don't miss out. Thank you again very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Well, hopefully in a Monday Milk review. Bye bye everyone.